everyone, it's Lynn from Lynn Penguins Creations. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're a subscriber or a regular visitor. I appreciate you. This is week 4 of my 2025 birthday crochet along. If you've been following along, basically each week on a Tuesday I have given you a chance to make a little project or something in pink, because pink is my favorite color. So this week we've got several people that have played along, and I can't wait to show you the makes. I've created a little montage video of the creations, and I am going to talk over it, so it's going to play a couple of times. So let's get started with our first make, which is from my twin sister Helen, and she made her granny in the round using the Lullaby Lodge YouTube tutorial that I posted last week. And she used a 4.5 millimeter hook and Bernat Handicrafter cotton in a variety of browns and pinks. I just love how it turned out, and it matches her decor really well. So thank you, Helen, for submitting your make. Next, we have Kendra from KK Crochet, who submitted 2 items for the crochet along. She submitted these items using the color pink. The first is this Hexie Cardi, which I think is just stunning in the pinks, and the black sure makes the pink pop. So the Hexie cardigan is just awesome. Love it. I haven't made one of those. It is on my to make list. So thank you for that. And then she also made this cute little bunny or peep in bright pink, which is one of my favorite colors, and I think it's just adorable. I'm sure it looked great on your Easter table. So thank you so much, Kendra, for playing along. Next, we have Missa Pippin, who's been playing along each week. She also used the Lullaby Lodge tutorial to make her awesome granny in the round. And she tells me it has a touch of pink in it. It's hard to see in the photo. She used worsted weight yarn and a 5 millimeter hook, and plans to continue the circle to make a blanket. She tells me it's her first time making a granny in the round, and she just loved it. Our next make is from Litza from Coco's Crochet, and she tells me she used blanket yarn and an 8 millimeter hook to create this granny in the round, and plans to make it big enough to use as a floor rug. I think that's just awesome, and I really love that color green, Litza. Well done. Thank you for sharing with us. Next, we have Sally from Nanny Moon's Crochet, and she made this beautiful granny in the round using a 4 millimeter hook and Stylecraft Tweedy in the color Thistle. The color, to me, the colorway is just gorgeous with all the multicolors in it. I think it's just beautiful. So I'm sure it looked lovely on your table. So thank you, Sally, for playing along again. Next, we have Lisa from What Lisa Crochets, and she tells me she really enjoyed making the granny in the round, and she used Abbey Road Kung Fu cotton in the colors dark pink, chartreuse, and dark blue with a 5.5 millimeter hook. She says she was unsure about the colors, but they reminded her of a teapot from the 70s, so she photographed them together. I think they just look great. I think they're awesome. Well done. Thank you, Lisa. And last but not least, we have Geraldine from G Crochet Off the Hook, and she made this lovely granny in the round using a 4 millimeter hook and some recycled acrylic yarn named Haba Respect. I think it looks great with that cute bunny on top of it. Thank you so much, Geraldine. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who submitted their makes this week. I loved seeing each and every one of them when they came in. Now, let's get to this week's make. This week, again, you can make anything in pink, or you can make the project of the week, so to speak, and it is a fidget flower. And so these fidget flowers take 5 or 10 minutes to make. I'll show you closer. This is actually a bright pink. It's looking kind of orange or red, but it is definitely a bright pink. So I've made several of these, and I'm going to post the tutorial below. So you'll see I made quite a few in pink. I'm just showing you a few of them. And then there's one in black, and one in cream, and one in red. So basically it is a magic circle, and then a dozen, I think it's a dozen single crochets around, and then you do a chain 4. You load your beads on first, so you load 6 beads on a needle onto your yarn. Then you do your magic circle with 12 single crochets, then you do a chain of 4, and then there's a technique to pulling your bead on, they show you in the tutorial, and then you chain 4 and join, and then you do this last row. I'm not going to get into the exact pattern, but it's a really, really super easy tutorial. The lady that does it puts a little wristlet on it so that someone can wear it on their wrist and carry it with them. But I think these are just great things to have, and the little beads spin, they're pony beads. So this is the project for this week. So next Tuesday, I hope to show more of your makes, and that will be the end of this, almost the end of April and the end of my birthday cal. But I am really excited for everybody who's joined in. Thank you so much. And as I say, I look forward to seeing everybody's makes next week. So you can make a fidget flower using the tutorial below, or a pattern that you have, and or something in pink. So take care, everybody. I hope everyone has a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.